Okay, welcome to this week's session, and today we're going to be talking about a website called Picnik.com, and that's Picnik.com. And what Picnik.com does is that it's essentially just a short image editor where basically you can upload any one of your pictures that you have either on your desktop, flash drive, or whatever, and put some simple Photoshop type effects on it that you'll be able to use for a variety of different presentations, your website, anything that you'd use images for within your classroom. So again, to use Picnik, you don't necessarily need a username and password, but I do have one anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on the Get Started Now button here, and it's going to take just a second. And you can see without a login, it'll actually give me the opportunity to upload my own photo, or I can actually use any one of the ones that they have pre-generated in their gallery. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Okay, now that I'm all signed in, I'm going to close this photo out. I'm just going to give you an idea of how to run this process. If I have any pictures that I want to upload, I'm just going to select Upload Photos. I'll take a minute and we'll get our dialog box to pop up here. And again, I have a picture of Bill Gates here, which you already saw, but I'm just going to re-upload it again just so I can show you the process a little bit. And once he's all uploaded, you're going to get a dialog box that looks something like this. And the first thing I want you to notice is down here in the lower right hand corner, I can actually zoom in and zoom out of the picture, so I can actually zoom right in on certain aspects of it that I want to adjust. And also, as soon as you open up into edit mode here, you can see that I have the auto fix, rotate, crop, resize, exposure, colors, sharpen, and red eye tool. These are just some basic editing tools that you can play with. So if I were to click on the colors tab here, again, I can click on auto colors and you can see the image adjusted a little bit. If I reset it, I can come over here to the slide bars, play with those and make it look however I want it to look as far as those effects. So in this case, I'm just going to reset it, hit cancel. And if I come in, if I just do the exposure tab, I'll give you an idea of what that looks like. Again, you kind of get the idea, and it's one of those things you need to play with a little bit to kind of figure out what you want to do with your picture. So when I have that, I have these series of editing tools, but I also have, if I click on the Create tab here, what it's going to do is it's going to open up a variety of different effects that I have the ability to use. And again, if you look, the first thing you see is because it's Halloween, you have all these Halloween themed ones. The only thing is with a lot of these, it's part of the premium package, so you're not actually able to use them without paying some money. But in this case, what I'm going to do is if I just click on the Simple Effects tab, this gives me a lot of the different effects that I can apply to my images that are free and are available within the premium or the free account. So if I scroll up to the top here, you can see I have a few. So I have a pencil sketch icon. If I click on that, you can see my image turns into that pencil drawn type aspect. If I click cancel, if I click neon, it'll apply to neon. If I click poster eyes, it'll put that kind of poster effect on it. Same thing with film grain. And again, you get the idea. And if I slide these one way or the other, you can see it adds the effect and takes it away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply that. So from the Effects tab here, if I click on the Text tab, what this will allow me to do is it'll allow me to add different text to my photos, and it also has a variety of different fonts that I can use. So in this case, if I'm just going to type in hello, and if I select the font that I want to use, in this case I'll just use Impact and select Add. You can see that goes in right there. And I can adjust it however I want. Now on the right hand side here, I can choose the color, the sizing, and any blend modes that I choose to use within it. From the Text tab next to that, I have what's called the Stickers tab, and if I select that, all this does is give me an idea of some of the different stickers and shapes and things like that that I can add to a photo. So right here, if I click on the Common Symbols tab, and any one of these that I want to add, in this case I'll just add a simple arrow. Click and drag it over here, I can resize it a little bit. Rotate it too, so I can actually move it down here. I can come over here and change the color. So that's kind of the stickers tool and what you're able to do with that. Okay, so for my stickers tool, we also have the touch-up tool, the advanced tool, and the frames tool. The touch-up tool is only available with the premium account, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the frames tool. And all this will is, you can see right here, you have the premium packages here. If I scroll down to the bottom, you can see that these are the different frames that I have the ability to add. So if I select the rounded edges tool, it's just going to give me those rounded edges on my photo. And since the advanced tool is also part of the premium features, I'm not going to go over any of that. But when I'm all set, I'm happy with my picture here. If I come over here to the Save and Share tab, it's going to ask me the file name. In this case, it's going to be Bill Gates. The dimensions, and I'll just keep it the way it's set up. And when I'm all done and I'm ready to save, if I select Save Photo, it's going to ask me where I want to save it. I'm just going to put it right on my desktop. And I hit save, and in this case I'm just going to close up my photo. But if I come onto my desktop now, here's my picture of Bill Gates, and I'm just going to open that up. Open up with preview. And there he is. So there's my image of Bill Gates, edited completely without any software on my computer using Picnik.com.